Good morning and welcome to day 5 of Ohso Yoganuary. Thank you once again for joining me. Today we are going to practice some Yin Yoga. We're going to do a Yin Yoga session each Sunday. Sometimes it takes a while to really notice the benefits of Yin Yoga. Some people find the slow nature of Yin Yoga quite difficult when they're used to their very fast-paced, busy lives. Always feeling like they need to be achieving something, and so Yin for you particularly is very good just to teach you to slow down. Our Yin Yoga is complementary to our Yang forms of yoga, so our Vinyasa, our Ashtanga, or maybe our running or our cycling or our more Western style of exercise or sport, and it's really about, rather than fighting and striving and effort, it's about letting go and relaxing and finding the benefits in that slow, more feminine energy than the Yang practices. It was developed to really initially to open up through the hips and allow people to sit in this meditative position for long periods of time. So we're going to start the practice. I hope you enjoy it. We're going to lay back onto our mats. And for our first posture, we're going to take the arms out to the side. We're going to take the legs up to the sky. So this may be challenging for you already. If it is, you could take your hands, place them underneath the base of the spine, and just to give yourself that little bit of extra height. That may help, or you may want to roll something or prop something underneath you like a yoga block. In Yin Yoga, we hold the poses for anything between 3 and 5 minutes. We're going to hold each of these poses today for 3 minutes. So you may want to take your arms out to the side here, maybe placing one hand to belly, one hand to the heart. Find something that feels good for you, and then just focus on your breath. You may want to close your eyes, really taking your attention inside, and just notice the sensations in the body. Notice the sensations in the toes, in the feet. Maybe you can feel the blood falling down from the feet, down, down, down the legs. This posture is so good for swollen feet, swollen ankles, swollen knees. And it's taking that stale blood from the feet, where maybe we've been standing a lot, and taking it back down to the heart to be reoxygenated and repumped around the body, energizing the body. In Yin Yoga, we are thinking about lengthening the breath. We can turn this practice into a meditation. So as we inhale, we breathe deep into the belly. If your hand is on the belly, you'll feel that belly expand as you inhale and soften as you exhale. Just stay with the breath, rising and falling. So we've done 2 minutes already, just 1 minute to go. You may find that your legs are starting to shake. Your mind may start to tell you you can't stay here for another minute, but see if you can let go of those thoughts in the mind. And instead tune into the sensations in the body, and if you let that chatter from the mind go, you will probably find that you can hold this for 3 minutes. We're letting go of the thoughts of the mind and we're focusing on the body. We're connecting with the body. You have 20 seconds to go. Inhale and exhale. Take one more breath. Excellent, and slowly releasing the legs down. We take a rebound pose, which will take 3 breaths here, maybe in a Savasana, something that feels comfortable for you. Long deep inhales and long deep exhales, keeping the eyes closed. 2 more rounds of breath. Just noticing that shift in the body, the changes. And we're just going to hug the knees into the chest and see if we can rock ourselves up into a seated position. Now we're going to come into caterpillar, which is like our seated forward fold. The yin postures have different names because we really take these postures differently to how we take our yang postures. So this is caterpillar, like a forward fold. But whereas in our yang posture, we would bring the chest forward, draw the navel in, and bring ourselves forward, really working and strengthening those muscles. We really just want to soften, relax. We allow the back to round in this posture. If it's comfortable in the neck, we'll just let the head hang. So we might be comfortable here and just let the feet flop. We don't need to flex the feet. We might be comfortable here. This may be enough for us. Or if we're feeling like we need some kind of support to allow us to relax more, we could take a pillow or maybe a bolster, and we could maybe rest onto the bolster. Maybe rest the head onto the bolster. And maybe we'd take the bolster and rest the head here. By having something to lean on, it really allows us to relax. And in order for us to take the full benefit of the yin postures, we really need to soften the muscles. You should feel the lengthening through the backs of the legs. The lengthening along the back of the spine all the way up to the crown of the head, so it's the whole back of the body. We're breathing deep into the belly again. And with each exhale, we allow ourselves to relax a little more deeply. Belly is soft. Breath is long but soft. Feel the shoulders relax away from your ears. Soften the jaw. Feel the backs of the knees just relax, soften, and fall down towards the ground. And we're just tuning into any sensations in the body. Notice where you're feeling the tension, where your body needs to let go of tension, where you may have some energy blockages. So in Yin Yoga, we are working with the meridians, those energy lines in the body. And much like acupressure or acupuncture, we're trying to release those energy blockages. We're doing it through stretching. Whereas acupressure or acupuncture, do it with a needle or with pressure. And take a long deep inhale. And a long deep exhale. And slowly coming back up, we'll take those 3 breaths in a rebound pose. Maybe that's laying back onto the mat, into Savasana, just closing the eyes, relaxing into the mat. And with each exhale, feel yourself sink a little deeper into the earth. One more breath. We're going to slowly ease ourselves back up into that seated position, and this time we're going to come into caterpillar pose. Not caterpillar pose, butterfly pose. So the soles of the feet are together. Maybe we've got this big diamond shape here, or maybe we work the heels closer in towards the body. This really depends on how close we can bring the feet in while still allowing ourselves to fold forwards. So if the heels are in, but the back is rounding here, then we want to take the feet a little further away so that we can fold, and again dropping the head. So again, we might want to use a bolster or something to rest onto. And we're just again softening the shoulders away from the ears. Feeling the knees drawing away from each other. You may want to have your palms facing up. And this represents you being open to the benefits of your practice. And notice where you're feeling that tension, maybe in and around the groin. This posture also allows you to release through the lower back. You don't need the flexibility in the hamstrings to be able to extend the lower back forwards. Drop the head for that length along the back side of the body again. In this posture, it's quite common to hold tension in and around the groin. Just consciously, as you exhale, soften and relax that area. And notice how the more you relax, the deeper you go into the pose. In Yin Yoga, we are looking for stillness in the body, stillness in the mind. So just stay focused on the breath, letting go of any thoughts. And we take ourselves in our pose physically to a place that we know we can hold for the full 3 minutes. The only time we want to move is if we feel pain and we need to ease out of the posture, or if we feel as though we've created some space and we might be able to move a little deeper into that space. Again, soft belly. Notice the belly expand and fall. Release the jaw, soften your face, and relax deeper into your pose. We'll take a long deep inhale. We'll take a long deep exhale. And inhale, slowly coming all the way up. And again, let's just release the hips there. So take the feet a little wider than hip width apart, and we're just going to rock the knees all the way down and just release through the hips. We're going to come into a pigeon. So we want to bring the right shin parallel to the top of the mat, and we're taking the left foot back. We might leave that back leg bent, or we might be able to come onto the top of the back leg and drop the hips down. We're trying to drop that left hip down while keeping the right glute forwards. And then maybe we're staying here, maybe this is enough. Just press down through the top of the back foot and lift that back knee until you can find a nice comfortable place to rest the knee. Maybe we can come down onto our forearms. If the forearms is a bit low, maybe again you've got something that you could prop up onto, maybe rest onto here. Or maybe we can come all the way down onto the mat. For some of you, you'll be comfortable putting the forehead down on the ground. I like to look over to the right. And again, soften the shoulders. Drop the hips. And just relax into the posture. Tuning into those sensations in the body, and just notice that as you relax and as you spend more time in the posture, how those sensations start to change, to morph. Working through those layers of tension in the body. Releasing physical tension, but also releasing stored emotions, which are said to be held in the hips. Reconnecting with your breath and lengthening the breath with each exhale. Practice lengthening the breath, focusing on the exhale, and in turn the inhale will lengthen. We have 1 minute to go. Take a long deep inhale. Take a long deep exhale. And slowly easing out of the pose. So just rocking over to the right, and we're going to come onto our hands and our knees. And we might want to just push back into a downward facing dog. And just walk the feet out, rocking the hips from side to side. And then we're going to come into our sleeping swan or pigeon pose on the other side. So bring the left knee forward, the foot to the top right side of the mat. So again, we might want to leave that back leg bent, or maybe we can come onto the top of that back leg. Press down into the top of the back knee, the back foot, lift the knee, and then find a comfortable position for the knee. You may want a blanket or something to give a bit of padding. And then for a more intense pose, we take that foot out closer towards the top corner of the mat, or we might want to bring the foot closer in towards the body, in towards this right hip, to really be able to rock the right hip forward and drop those hips down. And then maybe staying here, maybe resting onto something there, or maybe we can come all the way down. And then we'll want to, you maybe rest the forehead down, or I like to look over to the left. It just helps my right hip drop. And another 3 minutes there. Just try to stay connected with the breath, just focusing on the inhale and on the exhale. And as those thoughts enter the mind, just watch them float away. Imagine a leaf flowing down a stream. Let that be your thought. Just watch it float away. You notice it, and then you let it go. Notice that opening, that tension in the left thigh through to the left glute. With each exhale, just allow the hips to melt, to relax, to soften down towards your mat. Some of these yin postures will create stress in the mind. They may be very uncomfortable. They may be positions that you've not been in for years or forever. Just notice how that stress translates in the body. Maybe the shoulders have lifted up towards the ears and you're holding tension in the shoulders, or maybe you're gritting your teeth. Just relax the jaw, relax the shoulders down. And we're actually learning to deal with this physical stress on the mat as we breathe that stress away. And then we can use those techniques off of the mat in stressful situations at home or at work. We can recognize those signs of stress. We can soften the shoulders, release the jaw, breathe the tension away. And notice how that completely changes a stressful situation for you. Got 30 seconds to go. Inhale and exhale. And slowly easing up and out of the posture, just rocking over to the side. We're going to come back into our downward facing dog and just pedal that out, rocking the hips from side to side. And we're going to come onto the mat and we're going to lay back onto our mats. For our final posture, hug the knees into the chest, take the arms out to the side. There's a couple of versions here, there's a few versions here. We can rock the knees over to the right. This is the least intense. Taking the left arm out to the left side, look over the left shoulder. If we feel like we could take it a little bit further, we can extend that right leg out and take the left knee all the way down to the ground, looking over the left shoulder. Or to take it further still, we could take pulling cat's tail and we could take the left hand back, catch the foot while drawing that left knee down to the ground. And again, looking over the left shoulder. So you choose your posture, see what feels good for you today. And then just allow yourself to relax into the pose. Feel your left knee gently relaxing down towards the ground. Feel the left shoulder gently relaxing down towards the ground. And feel that really nice deep twist in the waist, in the abdominal area. In this twist we are massaging our internal organs. When we massage the organs, we are wringing them out, we are detoxing, we're letting go of toxins from those organs. But we're also twisting the spine all the way from the crown, all the way down through to the root, to the base of the spine. And we're improving our range of motion, our flexibility. We have 1 more minute here. Keep connecting with the breath, lengthening the breath. Long deep inhale, long deep exhale, and slowly coming back to center. Let's hug the knees in, just rock the knees from side to side before rocking over to the other side. So same again on the other side, maybe rock both knees over, looking over the right shoulder, maybe extend that left leg out. And rocking the right knee all the way down to the left side, looking over the right shoulder. Or maybe we can catch that cat tail. We want to try and relax the right shoulder down. Closing your eyes, taking your attention inside. And noticing the differences from one side to the other. Don't judge, just observe, just notice. Try and soften a little more with each exhale. We're halfway there. 1.5 minutes to go. Just scan the body from head to toe. Notice any tension you may be feeling. And just let that tension go. Release and soften those areas, one at a time. Seconds. Inhale and exhale. slowly easing ourselves out of the posture. Again, hug the knees into the chest, rocking the knees from side to side. And we're just going to take a Savasana, laying back, palms facing up, feet flopping out to the side. Just allow yourself to relax into the mat. Breathing into the belly. As you exhale, feel the weight of the belly fall down into the spine and feel the spine melting down into your mat. Notice how you're feeling. Maybe more open, more relaxed. Maybe you're feeling calm and quiet. Noticing the shift, the changes in the body, the changes, the shift in the mind. Inhale and exhale. Wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. Hug the knees into the chest, rocking from side to side. Rocking over to your side. Find your fetal position, your new beginning. Just giving yourself a hug. Before pushing up, keeping your eyes closed into a comfortable seated position. Inhale, take your arms out to the side, up to the sky, fill your lungs, your belly. Exhale, bringing your hands to your heart, sealing your practice. And namaste. Thank you once again for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed this session, and tomorrow we don't need a yoga mat, we don't need yoga clothes, we are going to be doing some journaling. So I look forward to seeing you then. Bye bye.